The final round of the World Rallycross Championship from the Nurburgring. A circuit steeped in motorsport history and heritage, everyone wanting to close out this inaugural fully electric season on a high. Heat 1, Race 1, and the big news was the debut of Johan Kristoffersson's all-new Lancia Delta Evo E. Massive excitement and anticipation based around this legendary car, and what a start from the outside row. While Ole Christian Veiby in the Volkswagen took the early lead and stayed there, Kristoffersson got ahead of Kevin Hansen and was running a strong second. That was until Hansen got his nose up the inside at turn 2, Kristoffersson got offline and his Lancia ended up in the wall. Sadly, the force of the stop exceeded the G limit the battery's allowed to go to before it has to be removed and checked. The Delta sidelined for heats 2 and 3, but would return for the progression races.
I had a good launch, and then time in front of Kevin there was good, and yeah, trying to drive as fast as possible in the front, but track has evolved a little bit and was a bit different, so I struggled a little bit, but anyway, good start.
Heat 1, Race 2, and Timmy Hansen got the jump on Johan Kristoffersson off the line, with Niklas Gronholm in third. Kristoffersson chased Hansen for 3 laps before eventually taking his joker on lap 4, and it was full send. Meanwhile, Hansen lost momentum on the exit of turn 2. It was close, but by the time he jokered, Kristoffersson was through for the win, but was later given a 5-second penalty for track limits, and the victory went to Hansen. Heat 2, Race 1, it was a lights to flag victory for Kevin Hansen with his brother Timmy in second. Meanwhile, Gronholm stopped with no drive from the electric motors in his PWR machine.
That was probably the best 5 laps this year, and it's so nice when you can put together a run and from start to finish.
Race 2, and OC Veiby got the jump on Johan Kristoffersson, and the 2 Volkswagens controlled the race from the front. Further back, Anton Markland made a last-minute decision to take the joker lap and collected Gustav Bergström at the same time. Bergström was forced to retire, and Markland disqualified for that dangerous move. Up at the front, Veiby would have lost the lead to Kristoffersson on his joker, but Johan backed out of it to hand the win back to his teammate. 2 from 2 for Veiby.
He was quite nice to me, but anyway, it's been a stunning year. Okay, we had some bad luck with some technical issues, but when things have been working, we have been really fast. So let's enjoy this last weekend and hopefully bring back a good result.
Heat 3, Race 1, and Johan Kristoffersson made the best start, but just watch the battle between Timmy Hansen and Niklas Gronholm. A great recovery from Hansen, and he hung on for second. Up at the front though, Kristoffersson was untouchable, taking the win in Heat 3.
Yeah, it was a good run. It was a good run. I think the track will develop a lot, so I needed to push quite hard to make a solid time for the upcoming heat, and yeah, I had a good start first of all. I think yeah, to be able to take the start from the pole there, that was a good sign for the rest of the weekend.
Race 2, and OC Veiby and Kevin Hansen came together going into turn 1, leaving Clara Andersson clear to take the lead. Veiby then put his Volkswagen Polo in the wall. Hansen recovered to second, but it was Andersson who took her first ever heat victory.
Oh my god, my pulse is so high. I was like, actually the plan in the beginning was to go around, but I don't know, I had a gut feeling, so I just hit the brakes and then came out first, leading my first ever heat here. So no, I was pushing.
On to the progression rounds then, and it was elbows out between Johan Kristoffersson and Kevin Hansen. And so nearly a back-to-back win for Clara Andersson, but a small mistake on the way out of her joker lap, and she lost momentum. Kristoffersson just nipped through to take the win, although not best pleased with Kevin Hansen.
I don't know what to say. Some never learn, but it was very nice to be able to win this heat.
Race 2, and it was a simpler affair. A lights to flag win for Timmy Hansen in his Peugeot. On to the semi-finals, and Johan Kristoffersson, starting off pole, came out of turn 1 in the lead, and he didn't look back. He was followed home by Kevin Hansen in second, both qualified for the final. Semi-final 2, and Johan Kristoffersson's Lancia Delta Evo E was back on the grid and got another spectacular launch from the outside road. to second, it was all looking so good for the Frenchman, right up until he broke his front right suspension. Up at the front, Timmy Hansen took the win from Veiby, with Clara Anderson third.
Yeah, it was good for me. Good start, good first corner, and from there, just tried to keep it neat and tidy. Heard on the radio that we were faster than Johan this time, so hopefully the battle is on.
And so, the final race of the 2022 World Rallycross Championship. Kristoffersson, the Hansen brothers, OC Veiby, and controversially, the CE dealer team choosing to pull Clara Anderson out of the final to make way for Nicholas Gronholm in his chase for third in the Drivers' Championship. And it was an aggressive start. While Kristoffersson was leading, Gronholm muscled his way up to second coming out of turn 2. Kevin Hansen jokered early and got the hammer down. By the time Kristoffersson and Gronholm jokered on the final lap, Hansen had closed the gap enough to pass Gronholm and demote him to third. But up at the front, Johan Kristoffersson ended his year the way he started it, with another victory.
Yeah, what a season it's been. I mean, to wrap up the season with a win here again. I mean, the target was to try and get Ole Christian on the podium in the Drivers' Championship, but we sealed both championships. But yeah, huge thanks to all our partners that made this possible. And then we gather a team which is just amazing bunch of guys which have a lot of experience from building cars in the past, and they delivered such a great car to me every event. And when I get a confidence and I can focus on what I should do and do my homework, we become a package which is very, very strong. And some of the partners I have my own suit and on the car, they've been with me since 2014, and yeah, being able to collect 5 titles together, it's just amazing.
8 wins from 10 starts in 2022, 35 World Championship victories, 5 World Championships. Johan Kristoffersson is the best the sport has ever seen. He has dominated this first year of fully electric World Rallycross. The question is, can he do it again in 2023?